Hello, a very good evening to all of you. Today we are going to discuss a question that is opinion question, and here this opinion question, we are discussing the right age to get married. The topic is whether it should be under 30 or it should cross 30. So it's sometimes said that people should be encouraged to get married before they are 30, as this is best for both the individual and for the society. Do you agree or disagree? So this is an opinion question, and they are asking your stand in this particular matter. Sometimes people say, it's often said, people say that um, couples should get married before they cross the 30s, and they suggest that this is best for the individual and for the society. What's your opinion? How far you agree to this? This is what the question is. So as far as this is an opinion question, we have to give a clear-cut opinion in the introduction itself, and we have to state the rationales for your opinion in the coming paragraphs. And your body paragraph should be concluded in the conclusion. And that's what we are going to do here. So we understood the question. The topic is about marriage, the age of marriage. People often recommend that the individual should get married before 30, and this is good for them and this is good for the society. Do you agree? Most people, they agree. You can go with agree, either agree or disagree. If you want to write agree, it's your personal choice. If you have points to write agree, you can go ahead with the point agree. And if you disagree, but in this essay I have disagreed. So most of the students, they agree, they have a lot of points there, because that's the right age. The people must have attained the physical maturity there, and in after the age of 30 there'll be problems with physical problems. They might have other problems, so they might have stress, anxiety, all these things. So, and they might say this is a right time to 20 to 30 is the right age to get to start a family. They have a lot of reasons to agree with. So we have a lot of points to agree, but many of the students, they don't go with disagree, and that's the reason why we went with disagree. So many of the students, they will write an essay, they will be writing that they agree to the statement, and they have a lot of points there. They have immense number of points there. But right now, what we have here is the opinion disagree. So why we have selected disagree is that it is an unusual answer. Let me see. Let us see how we can you can answer with this stand. So how can prove it disagrees? So let us go with the introduction. What we can see in the introduction is the first sentence. The first sentence shows the topic itself. It's often recommended that people should get married before they cross the age of 30. So that the first part of the statement is there, and the second part is fragmented, and it is joined with my own opinion. So what is my opinion? They believe it is best for both individual and the society, to which I cannot completely agree with. So there I am not agreeing with, the stand. I'm not agreeing with the stand that it is best for both individual and the society. And this is what they recommend. They say that it is best for the individual and the society. I cannot say this is correct completely. It might be true in certain circumstances, but I don't believe it's completely true. And this is what my opinion is. I have completed my introduction paragraph in just 2 sentences. So 2 sentences I've taken for pasting my own introduction. It's very clear. I cannot completely agree with what they have said. They have said both individuals and the society, it is best to get married before the age of 30. So I am not completely agreeing to this. I cannot completely agree. I can adjust. I can admit that it might be the case in some cases, but not every instance. Let us prove how it is. So this is the first paragraph. Let's go with the first paragraph. What we can see in the first paragraph, the primary reason behind my disagreement. So I have started the cohesive device, which I have connected my introduction to the first paragraph, the primary reason. So this is the cohesive device, the primary reason. So the second paragraph I've connected to the second paragraph with another reason. So there should be connection between the paragraph. There should be connection between the sentences, and we should not break the sentences. We should not break the paragraphs there. The primary reason behind my disagreement is because of the fact that most adults must have not attained financial independence at this age. So this is something, the point which they have posted. So this is because of the fact that most adults must have not attained financial independence at this age. At what age it is connected to this particular sentence? At this age means 30. So you have said that must have not attained financial independence, and this is the first point that I'm going to discuss with. So this is the first point. No, I have not attained. So this people must have not attained the financial independence. And this is the first point for behind my disagreement. This is the first point behind my disagreement. People might have not attained financial independence by this age. Now I have to explain this to be precise. The ideal age a person of this generation takes up a reputable job is only after the age of 25. So in today's generation, most of the candidates, they get a reputable job only after the age of 25, and they have to settle. They have to wait for another 5 years to have enough savings to make a family. See, as individuals, we are members of nuclear family, and you have the financial responsibility of your family, and no one will be taken, because in the past we had joint families. We had assistance from our uncles, aunts, grandparents, everyone. We had people with helping hands around, but the situation today is entirely different. We do have difficulties. We have seen people with a lot of selfishness. Even brothers and sisters won't help each other. At this situation, individuals have to have enough savings to make their own family, which is an economically strong family. If you want to make a family which is economically strong, you should have enough bank balance, enough savings. Even in it's true in case of both genders, whether it is a male or whether it's a female, it's the same. The condition is the same. And now let's move on to the second paragraph. The second paragraph, another reason why I cannot agree to this view is because of the emotional immaturity an individual might possess at this age. So this is the second reason. Because of the emotional immaturity a person might possess at this age. The first reason why I have agreed is because of the lack of financial independence. They must have not attained the financial independence. The second reason is that they might have not attained emotional independence, emotional immaturity. So to be clearer, even though most couples are physically eligible to become partners of life, most of them, okay, so most of them may have not attained emotional maturity. So this is what the case. Young couples under 30 often shows annoyance, impatience, and might exhibit ego towards their partners. This is common. So what is commonly seen among the couples under 30 is that they might show ego, they might show arrogance, angry, they might have emotional outbursts at their partners, and this might affect the family relation. This might have conflicts between them, and this might break their, this might make the relationship between them fragile, and eventually they may end up in breaks up. So this is what we can see in the second paragraph. And now let's move on to the third paragraph. Why I have to say, I have to see the other point too. I admit, owing to the decreasing life expectancy and increasing morbidity, it is rational to marry before a person attains 30. So it is logical, it is justifiable for a person to get married before 30, just because of two factors. Factor number one is decreasing life expectancy. Factor number two is increasing morbidity. So these two factors have they are the challenges before the new generation, because the life expectancy is going down and the morbidity rate is going up. So if you have to live happily, at least for some time, you need to get married early as possible, that is before the age of 30. This is what the paragraph, first sentence of the paragraph says. However, most often the problems associated with the aforementioned factors appears to be less severe when compared to the problems resulting from financial and emotional factors. So when you see the problems which is caused by decreasing life expectancy and increasing morbidity, the problems are less severe when compared to the problems which are caused by lack of financial independence and lack of emotional maturity. So the problems associated with emotional maturity and the problems associated with financial shortage they are more severe than the problems of decreasing life expectancy and increasing morbidity. And this is what I believe. This is what my point is. And let's go with the conclusion. To conclude, though certain factors make early marriage justifiable, I think it is better to make a family only when a person attains financial independence and emotional maturity. And this happens usually after 30 for this generation. So in today's generation, only after 30, normally a person attains financial independence, a person attains emotional maturity. And only when this happens, I recommend people to get married, even though there are certain factors which makes early marriages justifiable. I have to admit that in certain cases, we have to say early marriage is the best, like what we said, decreasing life expectancy and increasing morbidity. So there are certain cases, there are certain situations in which we have to get married early. But most of the cases, we have to wait. We have to wait for for gaining financial independence and for gaining emotional maturity. Thank you. And that is the end of the explanation. We have around 272 words there. So it's written formally and it's presented in an organized manner. Thank you.